Alright guys, welcome back to Wealth and Travel on a Dime. Today we wanted to make a very simple fundamental video of how things have changed for us about dashing or doing Walmart Spark or any of the gig apps around the holidays. Because generally we avoid them like the plague. So in previous years we have gone out and done things like Instacart before Thanksgiving, and that was an absolute nightmare. Everything was sold out. A lot of the 2021 really burnt us real bad because they'd be like, we need butter. We want 10 sticks of butter. And you go to the store and there's no butter. None. Like in the whole store.
Cream cheese was awful.
Yep. Gravy. Powdered gravy was all out. So you would go there and end up, with 20 items on your list and maybe be able to find 2. And it was really bad, guys. Even yams one time was a pain. I don't know who's buying all the yams. Come on, is there a shortage of yams?
It was very frustrating.
Yeah, so basically what we've learned to start doing is work very hard on the weeks around the holiday and then just not go out for the holidays. Now, the way everything fell with Christmas week this year, that didn't work. We kind of were in a dash to make as much money as possible the end of the month to get it on this year, 2023 taxes, and not be so pressed out trying to go forward with 2024. So in that scramble, we went out and busted butt this week and had completely different effect and feeling of how this went.
You were like dragging your feet in the beginning though, wasn't you?
Yeah, I didn't want to go.
I was too. I was like, I'm not doing any shopping orders.
Yeah, we were. And how we made the money changed big. So first off, honey, how much did we make this week? Let's start there.
We made $1,598.97.
Yep, so close enough for me to say $1,600 this week between the two of us. Now, you will see that on our Side Hustle Sunday. If you guys don't know what that is, it's where we post our weekly earnings on our community page on YouTube on this channel. Now, before we get into what we made the money on as per each app, I want to say that we worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
About a half a day Friday.
Well, about half a day Friday, yeah. Because we had the goal of 1,600 by Friday, and so we just worked, But we took Saturday off and ended up spending half the day with some friends. Gretchen and Willie were out camping, so we just decided we weren't working that day. We were going to go visit them at their campsite and hang out with them for the day. And then today, Christmas Eve, when we're filming this, we're at home spending time with our puppies, doing some filming, some editing, and then we're spending all day tomorrow at home too. So realistically, we worked 5 days, took 2 days off, and still did $1,600 this week.
That's a pretty good week.
Now, let everyone know how much we made on each app.
Okay, so we only used 4 apps this week out of all the apps that we do. Grubhub, we made $47.25. Instacart, we made $47.68. Walmart Spark, which is a new one for us, we made $593.09. But the big winner was Doordash at $910.95.
Yep. Now, I exclusively did Doordash this week. I didn't do anything else. I just Doordashed. Missy did all these other numbers on other apps, basically multi-apping. Now, I want to say first off that how I made my money was completely different than normal. Because I'm going to be honest, it was not good the first 2 days because I was freaking out because all I was getting was shopping orders. And if you've done shopping orders on DoorDash, especially the stupid Aldi orders that come now, and they're seasonal items, it's terrible. So what I did was I started cherry picking them because that's all they were feeding me on Monday and Tuesday was shopping orders, left and right. And I'd get a 5 item from Myers. I'd get a 10 item from Aldi's. And nothing was really sold out. I had one order with some clearance stuff from Myers that was a problem, but she was quick to just say, okay, it's not there, forget it. But the good thing is, once you start lowering items on DoorDash, it doesn't really change your pay most times.
Right, yeah.
And that's a big thing versus Instacart and Shipt and the others. But I basically, first 2 days, struggled through a whole bunch of shopping and made a butt ton of money because I was coming out after like 7 hours, 8 hours and being done. And
Right.
that's pretty good. That means I was doing like 130, 150 and coming home, off just shopping. Now, most of my other days I spent doing what I call crap orders, which are like $4 and they stack them. So you can make $8 for 2 deliveries going like 4 miles, but there's 2 different pickups. They're crap orders. But if you do 4 of them in an hour, you're getting close enough to 20, and then you'll have really good hours during dinner that make up for that. So you have to take the crap with the good, basically. You'll get a $7, $8, $10 order going low mileage, and then you'll end up getting a whole stack of $3 and $4 orders. And you just got to fight through it. But all the places pretty much tried really hard to have the food ready. I got to say, there's only a handful of really bad ones that were being real lazy. There was a barbecue place where I stood there in the kitchen, helped quit, and walked out. So that was interesting.
It happens.
But I actually contacted my customer and I said, I ain't leaving. We gonna get this order. And they actually added a $2 tip.
Oh, nice.
So I have very little complaints. I had a lot of orders. I actually posted one on Facebook that was something crazy, like 4 items from Tractor Supply, 20 some items from Aldi, and I don't know, but it was going to high mileage, and it was just like,
and it paid like $5.75.
it was stupid. It was just a stupid order. There's no, that it was 4 50-pound bags of dog food at Tractor Supply. That's what it was. And you guys have seen those kind of orders, I guarantee it. But I muddled through, and I made all my money on DoorDash, and I didn't have to reject a bunch of items. I didn't have to say, they don't have that. It was a completely different experience than I've ever done, and I gotta say I'm very glad I went out. Now, please walk us through your week, because you had a much different week.
So, I am probably the queen of multi-apping. So, I'm constantly having 2 or 3 apps on. Unless I'm doing a video, I pretty much always run multiple apps. So I've been trying to stay here in town a little bit more, and actually it was pretty successful this week.
That's a good point, because we generally can't stay in town to make our money.
Because there's just not enough orders.
There's not enough orders. The market here is not big enough. During tourist season, maybe, but I commute 20 miles one way or the other to make my money every day. Now, my little car, that's no big deal, but you're in your CRV, so that adds up more when we take that.
Right.
But you have been staying in town making this kind of money.
Yes. So, I was able to snag a few Grubhubs for food deliveries, but whenever I couldn't get a Grubhub, there was some Instacarts out there. So, I think I shopped 4 Instacarts for that $47, which wasn't bad because these were in town and they were like less than 15 items and going like 2 miles.
Yeah, and there was more Instacarts, you just didn't take them.
So they were great.
Yes,
because Walmart Spark came in. And let me tell you, that's a game changer for me. I am loving these orders, and I hope they continue after Christmas, but they may not. I got some .com orders, which are like their route orders, and I'd get paid like $50 to go deliver like 10 of these or 12 of these. And it'd take me like 2 hours, but hey, I'm still making like $25 an hour. It'd be like 20 miles, 30 miles total. It was great. And I did a couple shopping ones on Walmart Spark, and I'm loving shopping for them. That's
our store we normally shop at, so we know the store, unlike Myers is terrible and Aldi's terrible with their seasonal items. But yeah, it's our hometown store, so we know where the stuff is.
So if I get offered a shopping one on that one, I'm on it. I'm going to do it.
Which is nice, because most people don't want to do that. They just want to pull in and pick up the .com orders. So if you take the shopping ones, they're there. You can get them.
Yes.
So availability is another key factor with that. So you had your Grubhub, you had your Spark, you had your Instacart, and you did a few DoorDashes too.
I did do some DoorDashes in there too. I probably did maybe 15 to 20 this week. It was definitely a lower number, but the nice thing about it here in town is there's always a promo going on right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's lower than it used to be, but it's still going on. Now, I did come home on Friday and jump in the car with you, and we just ran around together to finish out the numbers. to make a little bit of extra. Because we originally were shooting for 15 and then we pushed it to 16 basically.
Yeah.
Just hanging out together. That's what we like to do a lot of times. It does cut into how much money we make. But the point of doing this is so we can spend more time scheduling ourselves, spending time together and doing things that we want to do. But I got to say, things are changing.
I will say too though, and I don't know about you, but I got a lot of very grateful customers.
That is a spider. Just dropped in front of my face. It's like Charlotte's Web. What are you doing, man?
Merry Christmas.
And now I've got a Japanese beetle chasing him. Anyways.
But I had a lot of really grateful customers that came out and was like, thanks for my delivery. Merry Christmas. I appreciate you. And that was kind of nice because we had a few kind of ungrateful customers back in the past.
Yes, we've had some very ungrateful customers. I've had people cuss me out because I didn't have their butter. It's not my fault that they don't have your butter. I don't know what you want me to say or
They're
do.
like, that's all I put that order in for was for the butter. And
yeah,
it's like,
we can't help that. Now, I do want to say that I had some irritated moments. I said some colorful words when I was in the car by myself. But those times passed quickly because also what's different is places that I usually get ignored, people were stepping up and like talking to me, like McDonald's. I tend to get ignored a lot at McDonald's. They're just like, they've got this new thing where they have a pass through where you almost can't see the back now, where they hand out the orders and basically they just ignore you while you're standing there. And I was getting a lot of managers, leads, people working there going, we see you. What number you got? Okay, we're working on it. Or it's 5 back. I'm sorry, it's going to be a while. You know, there was communication. And that
makes a difference.
It's everything because I don't care about waiting. It's just communication.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool considering how busy it was this Christmas. Now, I will say that we have worked holiday areas before, and the Doordash stuff usually tips way better than it did this year. I think the recession and the economy is showing the cracks. The disposable income is not there like it is normally. And the drive-thrus showed that in our area because they were not full.
Yeah.
And I think people are saving their money. But at the same time, if you're willing to grind, you can get that money. Don't let anyone tell you
right.
can't get that money because it's out there. Look at us. We just did $1,600 the week before Christmas. I mean, come on, guys. It's there to be made. In your market, you may be like, I don't take an order unless it's $10 or I don't take an order unless it's $8. We don't do that. There's times a day where we go out and we'll only make $15 or $16 an hour, but that's because we're there all day. So, and there's a lot of people say, I won't take the shopping orders. And let me tell you something. I did not stop. As far as the first 3 days, I did not stop once.
Because you took those shopping orders.
Because I took the shopping orders, and they were filling all the gaps during the slow times when there wasn't like lunch orders and stuff.
I'll tell you something else about them shopping orders. A lot of times we'll get like the dollar store and it'll be anywhere from say 2 to 7 items. And it's usually, it doesn't take us longer to shop those than it would take us to stay at a restaurant and get a restaurant order and wait for the food.
Yep. And then usually those dollar stores, they put them in the same neighborhood where the delivery is. So you're talking a half mile, a mile, 2 miles. That Broad Street one I hit in Lancaster, I'm going no more than 5 miles in any direction. Or the new thing that everybody's doing is they want energy drinks, they'll order it from there, and then they'll order food from someplace down the road. And if you're willing to go hit them both, that's some money orders there. I've made plenty of $10 and $15 ones that take like literally like 8 minutes to finish. So there's money to be made in this. Don't let anyone tell you differently. Even in the times of year where people say they don't have any money, they'll spend that money to get their food brought to them. Bet on that. And don't be afraid to decline crap orders because there are plenty of non-tippers, plenty of $2 orders to go around. You get yourself, a good day in a good environment and you can make some real money. But we wanted to talk about that because I feel like there's a lot of videos showing that people are struggling to make the money right now and we're not. We're not at all. I mean,
No.
for us, I'm really happy with a $1,600 week right before Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
I'm completely content with that. We got days off. We weren't working all the time. Most days we weren't even going out till noon. We were home by 7 or
Oh,
8.
yeah.
You know, I really enjoyed myself compared to normally by holidays, and I am thankful for that.
Me
But
too.
if you haven't already, and I don't know why you wouldn't have, go down, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so you see all of our upcoming videos. Make sure you give us a like. Let us know in the comments how you guys did this week. Did you guys make some money? Did you get bonuses at your regular job? Did you have any kind of Christmas miracle to bring in some income or make your holiday better? We'd love to hear about it. And also, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, whatever it is to you. All right, if you're the Grinch, happy Green Butt Day. I don't know. But with that said, we will see you guys in the next one.